Assalamu alaikum everyone. I just realized something that I think it's worth sharing. Ramadan is meant to be disruptive, and our benefit that we can derive from it is in direct proportion with how much we can tolerate the disruption. And there's one more factor. And to explain that, I need to show you a visual. So most of us operate from this autopilot, right? Like we get up, we go about our day, everything remains the same, and it feels very safe and very stable, but it could also be stagnant. We could also be stuck in unhelpful patterns, bad habits, uh, whereas we all want to go to the next level. We want to grow as a person. We want to realize our potential, right? But this is where we are there by default. Now, what takes us on the other side is any kind of disruption. It forces us to come out of that autopilot. But what happens here, whether the outcome of this disruption is positive or negative, depends on another factor, which is this one. Whether we are mindful or we are heedless. So the disruptions can easily take us and, feel like chaos if we are in a heedless state, where it's just a disruption and you're just navigating through that without any mindfulness, without noticing the action of noticing, right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Ramadan comes to make us mindful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to build taqwa, right? The way Allah designed Ramadan is our sleep is disrupted, our eating habits are disrupted, drinking habit is disrupted, like all the basic functioning that we have is disrupted. And it doesn't leave us without any guidance. It creates this bias for action. It prescribes what do we do with our days. It prescribes what do we do with our nights, what habits we want to inculcate, how we want to be aware of what we are doing. And all of that actually pulls us in this direction. And that's such a huge blessing, because if you are in this quadrant, that's when transformation happens, when you are mindful and you're making the most out of the disruption. The disruption just takes us out of the autopilot. But the way Ramadan is set up, it brings us to this quadrant, which is the best place to be, because this is where we have the best chance to be awakened as a person and to be transformed by the way Allah has prescribed us to be. And by the way, fasting itself makes us go in this high alert state. It's not a rest state, and all those things that you would normally use to kind of go back in the rest mode, which is food and drink and all those distractions, is prohibited. And that helps us the mind integrate, the mind have this awareness, the mind really grows in the brain. Subhanallah, I mean, I can go on and on with this, but this is really intelligent design. And what we don't want to do is be heedless. So if we spend Ramadan in a state where we're just waiting to just again go back and indulge in food or distractions or be busy on the phone, then we're just losing this opportunity to become our best selves. And subhanallah, like Ramadan can be such a beautiful domino that sets everything in motion in terms of our personal transformation, our personal growth. So allow it to do that. And this is why I would encourage you to embrace the disruption. Don't fight it. The natural tendency is always going to be to resist the disruption and try to stay with the default as much as possible. We all get irritated a little bit. We have that the natural barriers show up. But if you keep embracing this and stay aware of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the reward that is there in each of the actions that you do, you will be a different person by the end of Ramadan. So this was just a visual to help you embrace the disruption with the mindfulness and work hard in these last final nights of Ramadan. I hope this was helpful. If you want more guidance like this, I'm offering a free program for Muslim mothers who are keen on raising the next generation of believers. Sign up on the link below.